We talk a lot about baby's first Christmas, and when you're little and young, it's so exciting. But what about the retirees' first Christmas? It's not something you might think about, but your first holiday season is a big milestone, and there are some changes that will take place as well. So we're going to talk about what to expect for your first Christmas as a retiree and how to navigate the difference this year and beyond. Welcome into Dollars with Dennis. I am Ben George with Dennis Hoare, Faith 401k and Money Management. Dennis, good to see you again. We're about to talk Christmas, but are you ready for the Christmas season yet?
I'm always ready. I don't do anything to get ready, but I'm ready.
It's a mind frame, right? And you're always in that mind frame. Very good. Well, I think this is an interesting topic because I don't think, you think a lot about retirement planning and the numbers and, lifestyle, but I don't know if we think about these, these big kind of events that happen in life and these holidays that, we're used to spending as someone that's working, and things will change a little bit now that you have more free time. Maybe the budget's changed a little bit. So I want to kind of run through some things to maybe expect. If you have questions for Dennis, we'd love to hear from you. 401k.faith is the website. You can get in touch anytime. You'll find all the contact info in the show description as well. But let's start there with budget, Dennis. How much does the budget change for retirees, especially around Christmas time? Do you have to be a little bit more careful?
Yeah, it's a great question. And hopefully the budget changes for the better. Retire and go from that fixed paycheck to a better paycheck. But that's probably not the case for most people. They probably do have to pare down a little bit and look at things a little bit different. And everybody goes into retirement with some apprehension of, where's I've been at a paycheck for 40 years. Where does it come from now? Get that question all the time when we move people's retirement money around. And so how does it work going forward? So typically we try to get people. That's why the planning part is so important. If we get the budget and the planning and the retirement plan all together, they shouldn't have much of a difference in retirement from a spending standpoint. But they might have, as you said, they might have more time on their hands and be thinking about more things. So they got to hold on to their wallet a little bit.
Yeah, and that takes us to number two. I think that's one of the beauties of this time and this part of your life is now you can travel a little bit without having to worry about taking time off or how much time you're taking off or having to get back by a certain time. You got so much flexibility now to where you can truly enjoy a longer Christmas break and really maybe explore something that you'd always wanted to do during Christmas time, but just never had the time to do it.
Exactly. You're not worried about PTO and vacation time, et cetera, like that. So trying to figure out where you go and what you do becomes a bigger picture. And I've already met with clients over the last couple of weeks that said they're going to do their first trip to be somewhere warm during Christmas instead of being here in cold. We're supposed to get snow tonight, by the way. So it's like everybody's like it might be 0 on Saturday if I read that right. So cold here, and so I see several people looking at warmer climates and more flexibility to travel now that they are retired.
That's a beautiful thing to be able to kind of do what you want. And I'm glad that they're able to experience. I'm sure you like seeing your clients be able to kind of do what they want during this season and have that flexibility to do that too, probably.
It is. It's a great feeling.
All right. Here's another thing to think about. Maybe a chance to create some new traditions as well. You might think, well, I already have my long-standing traditions, but maybe now that you have more time, maybe you can host a brunch instead of dinner, maybe volunteer some time. This really opens up some more options, not just to travel and spend time elsewhere, but to do things locally at home.
Exactly. And I see Christmas is not always, or the holiday season, not always happy for everybody, because sometimes it's a sad time because their loved ones are not here, stuff like that. So there's this volunteer thing. There's so many organizations that are looking for help and need help. So finding a way to find out what your talents are that you can give to an organization going forward might be part of your game plan to get through the holidays, so you're not focused on the loneliness of the holiday. And I know our church is actually doing a blue Christmas on the 21st for people that don't have somebody, loved ones with them. So I think it's first time. It's kind of new, weird for us, but I think that we got to remember that, because one day that could be us. So I like the idea of planning your holiday playbook and including your favorite dishes and baking and so forth, and having a brunch is a good way to do something different instead of a big meal. And why the brunch is because we're always watching sports during the holidays. So we got to have food around us so we can enjoy that, the games.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the great traditions of the holidays for sure. I like this next one, Dennis, because you know, again, going back to having more time. I know this is the season of giving, and really retirement opens up some more options, right? In terms of having the time to give back, find some charities in the community, and then also, I guess this ties into qualified charitable distributions as well as you're talking about retirement planning.
You're exactly right. And so get that question all the time. How can I reduce my taxes? How can I not pay taxes on these distributions? And the simple, easy answer is give the money away and you won't have to pay taxes on it, but it has to be done correctly. Giving it to a charity, having it go directly to them. So your required minimum distributions can go to the church or to your favorite charity. And there's so many in need out there. It's a great way to reduce your tax burden. So if you have a little bit of cushion in your budget and you don't need to live on the money that you're taking required distributions on or qualified distributions, you can give that to your favorite charity or split it up between a couple and do that. It's also a good time to give away highly appreciated stock stuff because if it goes to a charity, you might not want to sell it because you're going to get hit with a bunch of capital gains taxes. And while we don't practice or give tax advice, we know some of the rules around that. So giving a highly appreciated stock at this time of the year is an important and factor in there. And take some time to soak up the Christmas spirit and just enjoy it. Don't be as busy. So in my life, as Christmas gets here, the holiday season, we're kind of running through them because it's a busy time for us here at the office. And then there's family and friends and that kind of stuff. It just kind of flies by. So I think that once people retire, they can actually take some time and sit back and enjoy the family, the food, and the charities they're involved with over an extended period of time. It's a great time to live life.
Again, that's why planning is so important. It gives you that confidence to do that and to be able to spend that time and that money without having to worry too much. And it's a different mindset, right? And it affects these holidays as well. Dennis, how much do you have to help people out during this season, whether it be helping motivate them to spend now that they don't have that paycheck coming in, or just reminding them, hey, this is your chance to kind of spend these days and this time the way you've always wanted to?
Yeah, so we remind them all the time, but it doesn't sink in until they actually hit it and they get there. So it's a great feeling for somebody to get to retirement and have a little bit of resources they don't have to depend on, and then try to decide what's the best thing or what they want to do with them going forward, how they can help, whether it's family members or charities or your church, whatever is near and dear to your heart. That is the goal for us to give back in one way, shape, or form in this world.
Very good. Well, this gives you something to think about. Hopefully, if you are in retirement and just recently retired and you're enjoying your first Christmas, enjoy it. Congratulations for getting here as well. I know this is a special time, just in general, but also being your first is kind of a milestone holiday for you as well. So take the time to soak it up. Hopefully this helps you a little bit prepare for this holiday. But if you have any questions for Dennis, need that reassurance, need to plan, need to make sure everything is on track, you can always do that at 401k.faith or give the office a call at 513-898-1897. All right, that'll do it for us here on another episode of Dollars with Dennis. Take care and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.